we're live. Oh my God. Let's hope we can keep the stream now.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Let's see if anybody got a notification.
My phone's over there, so I can't.
Hey, Diving.
I would assume so. Hello, Diving.
And we're live. We're so live. See you. Hey, Mike. Hey, Trina. Oh, Trina got a notification. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Trina. How is you fine folk?
Hey, Terry. Mick says, I am here. What did you get?
Hello, Nick.
Hey, Muffin. So, Nick has been waiting very patiently for me to go to a Publix.
For those who don't know what Publix is.
For those who don't know what a Publix is, hey, Carrie, it is a supermarket. You're here for a bit until Drag Race starts.
Hello, peoples.
I'm not going to
really see my nipples.
There you go.
Oh, boy.
Flagged for nipples.
Flags for nipples.
Mm-hmm.
Took my bra off.
Yay for notifications. So anyways, Nick told me that I had to get Mellis has hard nips. The best supermarket on the East Coast. Hey, Amy.
They're not hard nips.
He just has.
A sad, unfortunate confession is when I was younger, I was 250 pounds, and apparently they just never went away. I mean, they're not tits, but it's one of my self-conscious things that I've always hated about myself. That's why I decided to shove some barbells in them.
No, he's not sick. All right, so we got Publix sweet tea because Nick said that we had to try it. And I'm just going to tell you right now, everything that we got was on recommendation from Nick. And then we got, what is that? Do you remember what it was?
This is like some ultra something.
The ultimate sub on white.
Like $6.
$6.99.
Now, see, here's the problem, Nick. You said you got to try something. And we're willing to try. But you didn't necessarily say, what kind of toppings or what kind of mustard or what kind of whatever
Well, that's
put on it. So
yeah, but that's on your own.
Maybe he was trying to be more specific. Maybe there's something out there that he gets and he's like, bitch, you gotta try this.
He also told us to get. He says you need to fuck with gluten. This is what he says. You need to forget that you have any kind of gluten thing. You're going full gluten. You're getting the chocolate chip cookies. You're getting the ultimate grinder or sub on white, which looks amazing. Like, not even gonna play, y'all. That looks amazing. I love pickles. So.
Yeah. Well, as nice as Publix may be, I still have to drink my Massachusetts soda because they don't sell their shit down here.
No, you have your raspberry lemonade that you've got. Can I have
lemonade ain't going good with this.
Thumbs up as you enter. If you love D and Malice, hell yeah.
Thumbs down.
Everybody thumbs down. Good evening, Jen.
Hello, Jen.
Me, Madonna. Trina Diving, Amy Nosy Muffin, Mike, and some guy named Nick. I just get lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and onions with extra mayo. Okay, so we got mayo and honey mustard and green peppers. He got the banana peppers, tomato, lettuce, pickle. Fuego makes me pee a lot. Hey, Jen and Jennifer.
Fago makes me pay a lot.
Also,
But Fago tastes so good, and you can't deny it. There's like 50 different flavors, and all of them are good.
so I'm going to take a bite, And while I do, maybe Malice can fill you in on his day. I am. Shut the fuck up. Shit. Nick's like, shut up and try it. He's such an ass.
Okay. Well, while she shoves that into her face.
Yes, face hole.
So, as you guys know, we arrived here on Sunday. I was hanging out with a friend on Tuesday, and I was talking to him about how easy it is to fill out a resume on Indeed, the app at Indeed. And just simply showing him how easy it is to apply, I found a job that I was comfortable applying for. It wasn't some random fucking shit. And I was like, yeah, check this out. And I just loaded it up. I was like, see, boom, 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 done. Well, at 10:30 on Wednesday morning, I received a phone call to go in for an interview. Thursday.
This is his second interview since he's been down here.
So I went in Thursday, which is today. I woke up nice and early. I had my breakfast. I had my coffee. I went to the interview. And I got the job. I start Tuesday, working in a warehouse for Norman's Window Panes and Paneling or some shit of that nature. I don't know. It's a distribution center mostly. They like the middleman. So the shipment comes in, you unload the product onto the pallets, then the trucks ship off, then the company trucks come in, they'll load up the trucks. Now, it starts at, I have to be in
10.
on Tuesday. Well, I have to be in on Tuesday at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 3-day work week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. The hours can be anywhere between a regular 8-hour shift all the way up to a 19-hour shift. So out of the 3 days, you can still calculate up to 40 hours. There's a pay difference if you're in the warehouse. You're making like $10 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But then if they say, hey, you got to go drive or whatever, ride passenger, because they'll always send 2 people out on the road. If you're in the warehouse, it's $10 an hour. If you're there for like 3 hours, whatever, and they say, hey, you got to go out with this guy, then they raise your pay. And then they'll calculate it all through payroll and et cetera, et cetera. Now, to go from more or less nothing and sitting stagnant to work in a potential 19-hour shift, the boss, who looks like Spike Lee, no word of a lie, told me to eat bananas for potassium. Now, my friend told me to eat apricots because they're higher in potassium. I did not buy bananas yet. I did not buy apricots yet, but that is something for Monday. But, so Tuesday I go, I work, I'm hoping for the best. I find it comical that the boss that I met with, he's of color, and the other boss, the other supervisor, is a bald, bearded ginger, white dude. And the boss actually was laughing that he and I look very much alike, except for obviously the hair color difference. And apparently he and I are the only 2 white men in the warehouse, which I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
I think it's comical that the boss said that, though.
Yeah, the boss is the one that mentioned it. He sat there, he looked at me, he looked at him, he looked back at me, looked at him, and was like, y'all could be damn brothers. Like, I won't be surprised they start calling me his name and him my name. But either way,
Whatever.
I got the job.
You got this. Just work hard. Show you have a great attitude, and you're going to move up fast.
Well, apparently, because the application was actually through a staffing agency. So this morning when I went to the staffing agency, the guy that I met with actually was saying, you know what, you stand out more than the rest already. And then, of course, I'm thinking, image-wise. No, it's because apparently I was the only early son of a bitch in Florida. There's a reason why it says Orlando is an hour away from Orlando, because traffic and just a clusterfuck of shit.
A different one, Amy.
So I went there, got there nice and early, It's about a 45-minute drive from where we are right now. Over the weekend, I'm going to just set the waypoint on my phone, and I'm just going to drive over there and see what the traffic seems to be like, if there's an alternative route, because when I left here, I ended up going to the staffing agency, and from there, I ended up going to the job site. I haven't done the from here to job site thing. I'll tell you what, from here to the staffing agency was a 20-minute drive, wasn't too bad. And from the staffing agency to the job site